Getting into brain and heart coherence is actually the easiest, simplest thing you're ever going to do. Now, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about it a lot, and he says that we need to meditate into deep states and we'll create brain and heart coherence. Well, in my experience, it's actually one of the simplest things you're ever going to do, and you can use it to heal yourself right now. But what you want to do is you want to maintain a state of peace and ease and flow. When we try to go into brain and heart coherence, what is it about Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations that actually does it? Well, it is when we start to put our awareness on something outside of ourselves, like space. So we're not here just in the straight, looking down the lens, me focus on new state. It gets us into a state of peace. But you can live in brain and heart coherence if you wish. It's absolutely the most simplest thing you're ever going to do. So all you have to do is start to not be taken in so much by the world. You need to start to relax and find peace in the day-to-day life. I live in brain and heart coherence 80% of the time, I believe. And that's how you start to heal your body. You bring it back to a relaxed state and you start to create ease in the nervous system. The nervous system is the thing that helps you interact with the world. It helps me to touch this table and feel it. It helps me to recognize the heat and the smells and all of these things. That's all just information taken in from the outside world and processed by my brain. But my brain doesn't actually live in the outside world. It just funnels that information. So when I start to balance my nervous system, I teach my nervous system that the world is actually safe. And what actually happens? Then my nervous system goes into relax mode, meaning that my heart and my brain feel relaxed enough to go into a coherent manner. So they start to beat rhythmically. It starts to go into a coherence with the brain. And then there is this signal that is created. Now, we can go deep into this, but I'm not a scientist. I'm not here trying to explain it like Dr. Joe. For me, brain and heart coherence is a natural state of being when you're not frightened. I like to use the idea of the deer who's just gotten chased by a lion. And you've seen it running, flying. It was just at the watering hole. It was drinking. It was calm. And then it went into fight or flight. And it flew around. And then the lion disappeared. And it shook it off. And it slowly looks around and then goes back to drink again. That is what our natural state is. We're meant to have an outside problem. It's meant to be there, and then it goes, and then we let it go. But what we tend to do is we hold on to the emotional turmoil of the situation from years ago. And that's why our brain and heart can never go into coherence. And that's why the body system gets out of balance and actually creates illness. So in my opinion, all we have to do is to let go of those traumas, of those triggers, of those things that the outside world keeps bringing to us that makes us feel scared. You see, most situations that you're frightened of don't even exist. And I just want to say that in your face because I've been there myself. I've been there with fears even at the beginning of the year. And what happened? They perfectly worked out. Now, I let go and I surrendered to God in that essence. And I believe that's why God came in and he made good in that situation. But what I'm trying to tell you is brain and heart coherence isn't something mythical that you need to do hours of meditation to train yourself to do. It's something that you do on a regular basis. You could be doing it when you're playing tennis, when you're playing your favorite musical instrument, when you're laughing with your family. You know, it just is when you are present to the moment. Brain and heart coherence simply is presence. So if you can start to let go of fears, you get in a state of being where you're able to be present to the moment. Right now, I'm present to you. I'm sharing some of my truths. So my brain and heart have gone into coherence. I try to get in this state when I'm doing videos so I can be guided, so I can start to claim divine guidance. So you do not need to go into meditation every day. You just need to become aware on your day-to-day processes, what it is that's pulling you out of balance. That's all it is. Brain and heart coherence is balance. It's balance in the nervous system. But your nervous system, if it's wired to be scared of what life is offering you, you're going to keep facing trouble after trouble. And your body eventually is going to have problems in it. Now, do not fear that, guys. That's one of the things here. There's a negativity trap, and I'm going to speak about that in my next video. We get lost in this idea of I'm not allowed to be negative. If I'm negative, then I'm going to cause a problem in my existence. Then I'm going to cause problem in my body. No, it takes a long time for something negative to manifest in your experience, but it takes a much shorter time for something beautiful to manifest in your experience, because there is a divine intelligence that is only creative, and it wants to give you. It wants to give you all the things you want. So all I'm saying to you is this: stop worrying about having to do something so deep to get into brain and heart coherence. Instead, yes, do some meditative practices to train yourself for what's going to happen into life, but also start to bring that awareness into life. You don't meditate and then shut off and then go into your experiences and just go to sleep. That's the whole point of awakening. You're now awake to life. Life doesn't move you. You decide what moves you. And now then you get some essence of flow and control in life. Now, this isn't to control, because control is an illusion. But what I would say to you is the practice of bringing yourself back to peace and doing it on a regular basis, even if it takes only 5 minutes. And I'm telling you guys, I have created a free training, and I'm going to put it down below, linked in the comments. I have a free training on how to let go of fear in the body, and it will bring you into brain and heart coherence. It will bring you into that creative state of being. It will connect you to God. That's what brain and heart coherence truly is. It's a divine connection to something greater than yourself, because now you're not living in the three-dimensional world. Now you're living from a place of awareness where this world and this illusion has no power over you anymore. So then it gives space for the illusion to mold into something wonderful. You do not need to forcibly try and create anything in your life. You go to a general place. So you go to peace, and then you start to claim guidance. You claim that everything is working out for you. You claim that all your needs are met beyond measure. There's always more than enough. You claim that your body is healthy. It knows exactly what to do. And you give up control. Give up control over your body, and you will heal it. You will be in brain and heart coherence when you stop being so reactive to the outside world. Just remember, if you look at it from a biblical or spiritual text, God said, worship no other God but me. How many times are you making someone or something outside of you a god of you? And what that actually means is they have an emotional power over you. They have an emotional power over you, and that's the problem. So now they've been able to take you out of balance and take you out of creative mode. And now you are now succumbing to their power. Nothing outside of you can touch you when you realize these truths. I hope this video helped you guys. I really look forward to seeing you at the next one. And I hope to see you on my free training.